Today I woke up and saw a gap in my calendar and the sun beaming through my window, and so I thought I needed to take advantage of the day and head to the loch to have my breakfast. This is the biggest benefit to being freelance and living rurally. You get to take advantage on the good days as much as you possibly can. Last night was the summer solstice, and so from here on in, the days will be getting shorter and the light will be lessening. So it feels like we need to make the most of the sunshine whilst we can. When I get the opportunity to have a day to myself, I grab it with both hands, because they're often few and far between. So I treated myself to an amazing focaccia and a croissant from the bakery in Callander. This bakery is called More, and it is just incredible. So if you're passing through, I really recommend.
Whilst I'm sitting having my breakfast, I thought it might be nice to share with you a couple of the projects that I've been working on. Just tell you a little bit about them to give you a bit of insight into what it's like to be a practicing artist, here in Scotland at least. So it's midweek now. So on Monday I was delivering a presentation. I was talking at an art conference. It was based on community arts projects, and I was joined with 7 other artists, and we were all talking about projects which we'd been supported with funding from this local organisation. And so I was giving that. It was a much bigger event than I thought it was going to be. That was really, really good to be invited to speak at that, and really great practice for me too. So that was Monday, and then in the evening I've been teaching myself some animation. I've been making a music video. So I've been working on that and it's nearly done. I added in the credits for the client now, and we should be pretty much wrapped up. And then Tuesday, what was Tuesday? I was teaching at a local primary school, and we were working with P1s and 2s in the morning to explore a book called The Lost Words by Robert Macfarlane, which is a gorgeous book, and it's all about words which have been removed from dictionaries and are lesser spoken now. And the idea is to reintroduce these nature words back to children. And so the teacher has been fantastic. She's been running lots of workshops with various artists around the area, and the kids have been exploring these different words, a couple of words with each artist. And so I came in and we were exploring the word kingfisher, otter and heron. And so I was getting them to draw from the colours that you can see when you look at their feathers and their furs really closely, and all the textures and the patterns, and we were exploring a little bit of abstraction with them, and we created a wall hanging together. So that was just a beautiful project. It was absolutely lovely, and they were so enthusiastic, so that was great. That was really lovely. And then what else have I been up to? Lots of planning and prep for other projects. It feels like the summer is a really big time of growth, and it's when lots of new projects start out, so it's an awful lot of organisation and planning. And so that's kind of what's going on. It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff at the moment, lots of emailing, lots of planning, scheduling, putting in applications, contacting people, all that sort of stuff. So there's all that going on in the background. I also took down my solo show. I had a solo show at a gallery, and so I took down the work that hadn't sold from there and took it back to the studio. And so I need to sort all of that out as well. I need to clean my studio. That's another thing on the to-do list. And in amongst all of that, I've got a couple of design projects on the go. And so whilst I'm taking an easy day today, I'll be thinking a lot about those design projects and what I'm going to do on them, and what I can, just letting some ideas percolate, hoping to get some inspiration today from where I am. So I've got a poster design commission to do, and the client has requested the artwork to include seabirds, coast, so you've got water and sky and forest. And so I'm not by the coast, but it's pretty good, as close as I can get to for some inspiration. So I am heading up the hill. I'm going up Ben Ledi today, and this is a hill I've done a million times, but I'm taking a new route up, and we are going up from a car park called Posca, and I'm hoping that it's going to spit me out onto the path that I know about halfway up the hill. So we'll see. And I've got my sketching equipment with me, and if I feel like it, I'll do some sketching. I'm just going to play it by ear today. I'm having an easy day, just taking the day off and letting ideas percolate from lots of different projects which are starting up, and just getting outside and having a nice time. So I thought I'd take you along with me, and this is a more of a vlog style hill walking video for you today, with a little bit of sketching maybe thrown in. So let's go for it. I'm a little bit obsessed with all of these shapes. Look how beautiful and graphic they are when they're all lined up together. And they go on for ages. There's so many of them, and all the way back. So many, and they're so beautiful. It would make a lovely print.
I always love sketching dry stone walls. I don't know if it's that tangible link to the past of a person who's hand built this amazing sculptural like thing all these hundreds of years ago, or maybe it's the skill that it took to build the thing in the first place and that it's still standing. But they're beautiful in their own right, and they make all these amazing shapes, and they always catch my eye when I'm out sketching. Here in front of us is Ben Ledi, and I'm happy to say that this path is going to take us out onto the one that I intended to go to in the first place. When I'm outside, I'm always looking for interesting shapes and textures and sounds to draw from. I'm slightly in love with these bog cottons. I think they're so super cute, the way that they move in the wind, and they're just beautiful, and they add this little speck of light on the landscape. My favourite part of this walk is when you get near the summit and you start seeing the other mountains popping up over the ridge. Ben Ledi's not that big a hill, it's just shy of a Munro, so it's a really great one to fit in if you've got a half day. Saying that, although it's not super big, you get amazing views and you really get a good sense of adventure and a good day out.